In 1920, a single nation controlled 1/4 of the entire planet. From frozen Canada to the deserts of Arabia, from the jungles of Africa to the islands of the Pacific, Britain didn't just build an empire, it built the largest empire in human history. 500 million people lived under the British flag. The sun never set on British territory. London decided the fate of nations thousands of miles away. Britain seemed untouchable, but within just 30 years, it would all be gone. Not destroyed by a greater power, not conquered by a rival empire, but dismantled from within. This is how Britain built the largest empire in history, and why it finally fell.
Britain didn't start as a superpower. In the 1500s, it was a cold, rainy island on the edge of Europe. Spain controlled the seas. France dominated the continent. The Ottoman Empire ruled the East. Britain was nobody. But Britain had something others didn't: geography. As an island, Britain was protected from invasion. It poured resources into one thing: the Navy. While other nations fought land wars, Britain mastered the ocean, and whoever controlled the ocean controlled trade. Britain didn't conquer the world through massive armies. It conquered through ships, merchants, and ruthless capitalism. The British East India Company wasn't a government, it was a corporation with its own military. It didn't ask for permission, it took what it wanted. India, the jewel of the empire, wasn't conquered by the British government. It was conquered by a trading company. Think about that. A business with its own army took over a subcontinent of 300 million people. But Britain's genius went beyond military force. It was infrastructure. Britain built railways across India, telegraph lines across Africa, ports in Hong Kong, Singapore, Cape Town. These weren't gifts, they were tools of control. Britain connected its empire so efficiently that resources flowed one direction, toward London. Cotton from India, gold from South Africa, rubber from Malaysia, sugar from the Caribbean. Britain didn't just rule the world, it built a machine that extracted wealth from every corner of it. And for over a century, that machine ran flawlessly. By 1920, the British Empire covered 13.7 million square miles. No empire before or since has been larger. Britain had done what Rome, the Mongols, and even Napoleon couldn't. It had conquered the world. But empires built on extraction don't last forever, and Britain's cracks were already showing.
Britain's first fatal mistake was simple. The empire cost more than it was worth. For decades, the colonies generated massive wealth. But by the early 1900s, something changed. Britain faced competition. Germany industrialized faster. America's economy exploded. Japan emerged as a naval power. Suddenly, Britain wasn't the only industrial giant, and maintaining the largest empire in history, that required an enormous military. Warships patrolling every ocean, garrisons in dozens of countries, a constant show of force to keep rebellions in check. It was bleeding Britain dry. And then came World War I. Britain won the war, but the cost was catastrophic. Nearly 1 million British soldiers dead. The national debt skyrocketed. An entire generation was wiped out. Britain emerged victorious, but financially crippled. The empire had become a burden. Colonies that once generated profit now required subsidies. Military costs kept rising, and Britain simply couldn't afford it anymore. But Britain convinced itself the empire was still essential, so it held on. And that refusal to let go made everything worse.